Hi there, trailblazers. In this video, I'm gonna give you some tips so that your journey will be easy and manageable, and also enjoyable in Honkai Star Rail. I'm an F2P player at trailblaze level 48 now, so you're gonna be 47 now. So reaching 48. Yeah, I'm at 48. Will be reaching 49 at the time of this recording, and have finished through the main storyline. So you can check it from here. If you press J on your PC, you can check the story quest at the top. So as I've done my story quest, it's not showing up at the time. So at the time of this recording, so you have to progress through your main quest. That's your main goal that's your first tip anyway. So progress through the main quest is your first tip. If you played Genshin Pad as I do, so I usually play Genshin Pad. So I do have 2 accounts on Genshin Pad. If you have watched me before, you know that the first thing to be done is to progress through the main storyline, which I have done as I explained it before. So we do have version 1.1 launching on tomorrow. So I have finished most of the stuff through the main quest. This helps to level up your trailblazer level, as well as it gives more space to explore, simulated NES, which I'll come back in a moment, and so on and so forth. As soon as the prologue is done, and go to Jordan 6, which you can check it from here. I'm at the map over here, so the Yarilo 6, I suppose that's the pronunciation. If I get the pronunciation wrong, sorry about that. So I usually don't get the pronunciation right over here. So I have done everything on Yarilo 6, and finish up the storyline there. Also in between them, you need to increase your trailblazer level, which can be done with a couple of explosion or a couple of upgrade material runs for your characters, which you're able to check it from here. These are our ascension material for some of the characters. This is part of Dawn Moon's ascension material. So this is for upgrading our traces, which I'll come back in a moment. So these are the upgrades. You can able to check it from different stuffs in the map. Yeah. So there you go. There's one more ascension material over there. So these are relics. Relics don't you don't need to go for relic runs early in the gameplay. So after reaching trailblazer level 40, maybe you can go for that, but I haven't done it at all. So I'm still hunting for my relics. At the moment, I'm kind of focusing on traces and ascension of our characters, which I'll explain in a moment. So through exploration or a couple of upgraded material runs will give you more level up, and you can be able to unlock the main story quest, which if it gets blocked, I found it like a couple of times it got blocked by my level. So then I went for some of the runs. So simulated units will give you some experience point as well. You can do that. It's entirely up to you. So now next step will be your daily task 1, so which is over here. So over here, no, this one here. Yeah, there you go. So by finishing your daily tasks are quite easy in Honkai Star Rail when compared to Genshin Pad. Yeah, in Genshin Pad you have to like run around the entire map for a region to get those daily commissions done. So you have to speak a lot. But in Honkai Star Rail, they have improved upon this one here. There are choices within it. So there you go, 200, 200, and 100, 100, 100 over here. I have completed 4 of 400 for today. So I have to do either the one daily commission, or I can do a Forgotten Hall run, which you can check it from the map. It's available in your for that. So I went for the wrong one. So in your parlor car, it will be available. So there you go. That's your Forgotten Hall. Those are in the, kind of an end game one. So you have to like finish the Yarilo 6 story quest in order to go for this one here. That's your stuffs. Where we are. So we were here, right? So there you go. So either go for that, and you can get 200 points for that. So Forgotten Hall is a time-consuming one, as well as the simulated units. So those will consume a lot of time. But if you complete this one here, you will have 200 points. And the daily mission is very similar to what we can go for in a Genshin Pad. So it will like up to 5 minutes. It will take up anywhere around 5 minutes. Under 5 minutes, so fine. So there are choices within too, along with the daily message from characters within the game, which comes in forms of text messages on your mobile, that is. So this game takes place in space, right? So advanced space, so which gives you easy stellar J's. So by completing each of them, so you will receive stellar J's 10, 10, and 10, 15 over here. When compared to Genshin Pad, this one gives you more stellar Jades for making your warps. That's kind of similar to wishes in the Genshin Pad. Yeah, right. So these are pretty easy. They have developed upon the downsides or drawbacks on the previous 2 games, so this is coming in handy. So this I totally like doing daily training. Look at this stuff over here. So I went for a couple of 3 runs over here, and I completed 4 of them. So I have to do either any of them, which I'll do the daily mission soon later today. get those first 50 discounted wishes, which is available from the warps. This one over here. So today, so since we are reaching version 1.1 update, so you can't able to see any other warps going on at the moment. So during our first playthrough, so you'll have stellar warp. On top of this one here, you can able to see a 50% discounted one. So by doing that, you will have an guaranteed 5-star character, which I'll explain in a moment. So if you are starting the game as a new player, there you go. So try to get those 50 discounted wishes, which you will be able to see it over here. For me, it's disappeared. So since I got a 5-star character already, so I have used up all the wishes, all the box over there. So this will come in handy to as you'll have access to a 5-star character very early in the game. So which I got this dude over here. Yanxing. So Yanxing, that's what I got. I'm totally sure I'm not pronouncing this one properly, but that is the one I got. Anyway, I'm not using it at the moment since I got Sela from the banner, so from the warp actually, so from the previous warp, which is pretty good. So I got her on the last day of that on that warp anyway. So she's pretty great. She's pretty good, and she's a single target, single enemy focus character, just like what we have here. That's one of the reasons I dropped him, and he's part of Hunt, and also he does some ice damage. So I do have March 7th as well as Hyta for the ice damage. That's one of the reasons I totally avoided him at the moment. So yeah, I'll talk about the characters on a separate video. So by investing in your 5-star characters, as you can see, I have reached level 64 on her. I can't able to ascend her, so I have to reach equilibrium level 4, which will unlock around level 50, so which I'm nearing at the moment right now. So you can see it over here. So we do have light cones, and we do have traces. I think I have done everything for traces. Yeah, there you go. So except for this one here. Apart from that, I have upgraded every single of the stuff. So you have to like invest on your 5-star characters. I do have Clara. So I got Clara during my Stellar Jade Warps. So my normal Stellar Jade Warps. So that way you can invest on your 5-star character, and they will be heal and like a what? So huge powers in your team. So you have to like go for those anyway. Since we do have a lot of choices between your 4-star characters, so there's a ton of them. So as you can see from my character list, so which I do have. So we do have Hita. I have a fully advanced star. She's pretty good. And we do have Asta. She's pretty good. So if you don't have an fire character already, so she's your get to go fire character in the early part of the gameplay. So I do have Clara 5-star. We do have an Sela over here. Natasha, you are get to go healer. And we do have March 7th. She's pretty good too, so I'm still using her. And I do have Silball. Those are the characters I'm using at the moment. So we'll get into other characters soon. Also, making those wishes will give you light wounds, which I talked about it. So those are kind of similar to weapons what we have in the Genshin Impact. So they are similar to weapons, and they will boost your character significantly. So you don't let's go through over here. I don't have that many light cones, as you can see it from here. So I don't have any spare light cones. We do have 3-star ones, but it's better to get a 4-star one. So I have every single of the 4-star light cones I have at the moment. So only two of them. So this one is I'm using it on my trailblazer for the path of preservation. So apart from that, only one or two are left out at the moment. So 4 of them are left out at the moment. So it's better to make these are, I think I recently acquired them at the moment. So since I was looking after March 7th constellation, I got them. So it's better to go and make those wishes at a discounted price. That way you'll have a 5-star character. That's one of the reasons I showcased to you guys anyway. So you should replenish techniques over here. So as you can see, so this is the purple canister. You have to hit it so that your technique will replenish you. So by using this technique, you have to start a bell. But by using this technique, you can able to. So I'll just showcase you anyway. So it's better to showcase you guys anyway. So I'm gonna get away from this one. So I'm going for this, right? As soon as I'm just gonna get away from this one, right? So just don't wanna showcase you anyway. So if I'm gonna use, so it's weak to fire damage. So this is your ability.
Found your weakness.
There you go. So it provides weakness for your character. It will break some of the shield. So this is one of the reasons I use Astra all the time. So she's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm gonna get away now. ready for this one. Yeah. So that's one of the big thing you have to do from the get-go for this game. So while progressing through the storyline or any other open encounters, always initiate that battle, a specific battle, with a character technique ability, which you can replenish by breaking purple containers, which I just showed now. By doing this technique, the battle will be in your favor, and the higher level, and at higher level, it will kill some smaller enemies at the start of the, or they will be frozen up too. So it's depending on what character you're choosing. Beware of lock-on targets, so which I'm not going to showcase you anyway, so it will be inside the battle. Throughout my gameplay, I've found out a lot of enemies with lock-on feature, with which they can lock on to a single character in your team, and the enemies will focus on that specific characters.
What should I observe
so whatever character that is, with that function. So you either need to protect those characters with a shield from March 7th skill as an example, or keep them at full health and be ready for to heal them. So that way you can be able to negate the negate the effects of a lock-on function. It's pretty tough, so make sure to keep that in mind. So that's one of the specific things I need to mention in it. So lock-on feature from the enemies is pretty pretty difficult to deal with. So make sure to you are properly equipped to deal with the one. So speed is very crucial for your characters, as if you are faster than your enemy, you can attack or disable enemies before they can do damage to your characters. You can able to check the flow of which one goes before which one, or the which one goes before which one at the left side of your screen, which you probably can rewind the battle which I done before now. So you can able to check those steps in the way. So Asta is one of these one of the best character in the game at the moment. So if you are going for an FTP, so I'm a free to play, right? So Asta is one of the tough best character to speed up your speed up your turn before your enemy. So it's better to use her. That's one of the reason I'm keeping her at the moment. And also she does great fire damage when compared to her trailblazer fire damage actually. Check your opponent's status. So if you press Z, you can able to see the details of your current status of your characters and the enemies along with your buffs and debuffs and status effect, which you can able to see. I'll just showcase it in a minute, so that way you'll have a better idea. So I'm going through this one here again. Then start the battle and then hit them with your technique.
Found your way.
Right. There you go. And those
Stay alert.
look at that one. Smaller enemy got defeated, right? So on my left side over here, you can be able to see which character goes first. So you can be able to see the enemy is going over here before Clara. If I use Asta's ability, look at what
Everything is ordained by the stars. Oh, profound.
I don't care about that.
Stars.
You don't need to worry about using
These
your ultimate,
trailblazers, your blessing.
even for things like showcasing stuff like this one here.
Stay alert.
So look at the stuff there. So Clara is above the enemy. So that way you can dish out a lot of damage if you are able to finish off that weakness from your enemy board, shield board. You can able to finish them off, and you can do more damage to them, and you can able to keep your characters at full health. So this one does have an lock-on feature. If I press Z over here, so it will show the skill and details of your enemies, as you can see. So no status effect at the moment. But if I
Who's next?
bleed over there,
Time to twirl.
right? If I hit this one with this one here, so now if I check the screen, so status screen, so it will show the enemy status having a burn, so 3 turns remaining, taking 5 damage at the start of each turn for a certain number of turns. That way, there you go. So you can have burn, bleed, also shock, I think so, from your electric character, I suppose. Those things will come in handy for you. Let's move on to the next one. So I'm gonna get away from this battle. So next one will be traces for your characters, which I'm gonna showcase you now. So traces are pretty good in there. So traces are similar to talents from Genshin Impact. Right from the get-go, try to unlock whatever traces are available for your whatever specific character you are focusing, and level them up to the highest level based on your equilibrium level. Also, character traces requires you to spend your trailblazer power, which will fall under your daily task as well, which I have done today. So there you go. So this is the one I haven't gone for it. So these two I have gone for it. There you go. So this one I haven't gone for it. So we'll be finishing this one on tomorrow. So look at Astra over here. So same thing over here, ultimate and I went up with skill and ultimate for most of my characters, as you can see. Yeah, same thing with the Asta. So everyone does have their traces maxed out, except for Clara. That is, I'm still building Clara at the moment, and we can see it over here. So most of the characters I have upgraded their traces. For I have unlocked most of the traces. I'm still going after March 7 as well, so you can see it from here. There you go. So this is the shield one. So I have maxed it out already. And for Cerebral, same thing. There you go. So traces are pretty important for your gameplay. Simulated universe. Let's get on with that one now. So you can be able to check. You can be able to go for simulated universe in Petros space station. That is. So this is your simulated universe. It will unlock as soon as you progress through your prologue. If you complete your prologue, this will become available. So you can able to go through here. I have finished world level 4 up to world level 4. World 5 level 4, like a simulated. The world level 5 is available at the moment. But as you can able to see, you do have level 2 unlocked for that, and you do have level 2 unlocked for this one too. These are pretty tough actually. So you do have 5 levels for each of those single world, and you can able to get these stuffs for relics. Spot up in a couple of relics available from this one here, and you can able to get a lot of ascension material from by doing simulated universe runs. Yeah, it's pretty good, but it will take a lot of time. But this will give out a lot of materials for your characters. Yeah, you have to go for this one over and over again. So for world level 1 and world level 2, there are no extra levels like extra difficulty level available. From world level 3, you will have a difficulty level going on. So there you go. So it will replace. So whether you win or lose, keep trying simulated universe, as you will get tons of drop items from it, which can be used for character ascension and the traces as well. And each week you can able to get a warp as well other drop materials along with stellar jade from it. With the head toss eidolons can be obtained for finishing certain levels with it. So constellation eidolons, or I think it's eidolons. I'm not sure about the pronunciation. Eidolons. I'm not really sure with that one. Yeah, so you can check it over here. So at the moment I do have 2 eidolons for Helta. So I'll probably look up the pronunciation for this one here. So if I get it wrong, sorry guys. Yeah, so I got 2 at the moment. We'll get more later. So for other characters, you can check it from here. I do need only 1 more from for my trailblazer with the path of destruction, that is. So which I can purchase from this shop. You can able to get all this from by finishing your main quest, and also you have to spend some of the resources, I suppose. It's available. It's free. That's one of the reasons you have to focus on your trailblazer. Which, yeah. Speaking of your trailblazer, choosing your character. First up, you need to focus on your trailblazer for physical damage. So they are the get to go one for leveling up, as well as investing your resources and efforts for. There will be loads of enemies with the physical damage weakness at the start. So at the start of your gameplay, there are loads of enemies with the physical weakness, right? Yeah. So it's better to invest on your trailblazer first, as they are good and or nearly a 5-star, as you're able to get the eidolons easy too. Then you got Astra for 5 damage and it's increasing speed. So yeah, those are the other 4-star characters which I'm going to mention right now. So the Herta for crowd control and ice damage, Dan Huang for wind damage, March 7th for ice damage and shield, and important one, Natasha for healing. So I don't have, at the moment we don't have that many characters for healing, so it's better to go with Natasha. Look at the look at my eidolons for Natasha. She's at E5, so probably it's E5. Yeah, call it E5. Yeah, it should be E5. Each of the characters here are worth leveling up. So whatever the characters are, it's all of them are worth leveling up. At the moment, I don't have that many resources to level each and every single of them over here. It's better to focus on specific characters instead of going for all at once. So yeah, it's better to go with whatever characters you are filling up. So Don Hung, you better need to focus on him. So a lot of enemies with the wind damage weaknesses available in the game too. So probably I'll be leveling up him soon. So since I need him for world level 5 for simulated units, yeah. So for world level 5, I need to level him up. So conclusion, these are the tips I found will be helpful for on your trailblazing journey. I may have missed some of them, and let me know in the comments below how you feel about this one here, and also other tips which I might have missed. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you trailblazers on the next video, and take care everyone. Bye for now.